Hi and welcome to 100% Club. Today I'll be showing you how to get Talking Bout Bugsnax on Bugsnax. The location is Snacksburg. What you need to do to get this achievement is you need to interview all the Bugsnax that you have brought back to Snacksburg. There is a way to track this in your journal, but I will show you all of them that you can interview and how the interview looks. If you want to know how to get them back to town, I'll leave a video guide in the description that you can go watch to show you every single one's quest line.
I'm sorry. I guess you're not gonna get that interview with Lizbert just yet. Really? Me? I mean, if you want to. Ask away, I guess. I'm Filbo Fiddlepie. I guess I'm sort of like a deputy mayor? I don't know. I'm not good at most stuff, but I like to help out. Well, Lizbert asked me to tag along, so I dropped everything, and here I am. Oh, they're great. I mean, they taste good, and they make everybody happy, so what's not to love? Oh, Lizbert and me go way back. Lizbert is awesome. She always knew what to do, and she brought out the best in all of us. She'd leave me in charge of watching Snacksburg when she went out hunting. I mean, I wasn't really in charge. Nobody took me seriously. But as long as Lizbert came back with Bugsnax, everything was fine. One day, Lizbert went out hunting and she didn't come back. I tried to step up and keep everybody calm. Well, technically, I was in charge, right? But that didn't last long. There was a big fight, and then an earthquake, and then everybody decided they'd be better off alone. I couldn't even keep us together for one day. I honestly don't know what Lizbert saw in me. Sorry, buddy. I didn't want to bum you out. Lizbert might be gone, but you're here now. Nobody will listen to me, but you? You're pretty good at stuff, and, well, nobody hates you yet. You can catch Bugsnax and bring everybody back to Snacksburg. Once they're here, you can do some more interviews and figure out what happened to Lizbert.
How you doing? An interview? All right, but keep it short. I got work to do. Wambus Troubleham, farmer? To start a farm? Like I can afford that. Seems like you never had to pay property taxes. What do I think about Bugsnax? They're pesky, tasty, confusing. Well, they ain't animals, and they ain't plants. No organs, no seeds, nothing. And you have to eat them raw, or they turn to mush. Now I call that confusing. Well, when Lizbert vanished, I knew we needed a reliable food source. Without snacks, I figured I'd farm sauce as an alternative. Though we would have been fine on Bugsnax if it weren't for Gramble. That weepy little rancher thinks all Bugsnax are his pets. Filbo needs to shut his grumpin' mouth. Triffany is off somewhere poking at skeletons. It's none of my dang business. Well, when you've been married this long, the little spats just pile up. Doesn't take much to knock them all down. Respectable type, Elizabeth. We'd trade sauce for snacks now and again. Or plants for Dr. Batternugget to fix his medicine. Oh, that's the town doctor. You know, Eggabell, Liz's partner. I couldn't say. She was off hunting most of the time. Dangerous work. Could have slipped and fell. Could have got caught in an earthquake. Could have got thrown in a volcano. Seems like a waste of your time. If you want answers, you need hard evidence. Here, I dug this up the other day. I'm thinking it might help you find Elizabeth. Now, back to work.
What's up? I thought you'd never ask. OMG, I have so many hot takes. I'm Beffica Winklesnoo, and I basically do whatever I want. Let's just say I'm an information specialist. I'm here on vacay. Unrelated fun fact, did you know that no international laws apply out here? I'm just saying, if you got in trouble, like a lot of trouble, and all your friends turned against you, this would be a great place to hide out forever. Oh, they're so cute, I could literally eat them up. And I do. Ugh, there's drama, and then there's drama. We have too many Geminis around here, and I'm done getting caught up in social dumpster fires. Hey, my cave was sweet. Plus, it was close enough to Wambus. Cromdo. That greedy little squeeb started looting the second Liz was gone. Then, he tried to sell me her projector. So, I posted pics of all his little crimes, and then I got out of there before he could get back at me. What don't I know about Lizbert? Wink. Liz is smart and fearless, and she can see the talent in all of us. It's impossible not to look up to her. She's practically invincible. But she does have one weakness. Eggabell. Liz would go to the end of the world and back to make her happy. And if I've learned anything in life, it's that you can't let your happiness depend on somebody else. Liz and Eggabell got in a big argument before Liz went hunting. I haven't seen either of them since. If I'm being optimistic, maybe they're on a romantic getaway sorting it out together? No prob. I'm just happy to see your interview skills in action. Oh, and before you go, I think you should take this. It's the key to Liz's cabinet. The stuff in there is really personal, but finding her is more important than keeping all her secrets.
I've never done an interview before. How's it work? Gramble Giggle Funny. I look after all the Bugsnax in town and make sure they don't wander off. I heard Lizbert was gathering up some grumps to be part of her new family, and I thought I could really use one of those. I did, but then they... Can we talk about something else? Well, they're just the cutest little things, aren't they? I don't understand how anybody could look into their googly little eyes and want to eat them. Well, they don't eat none of mine, and that's what counts. Without Liz to bring in snacks, everybody got mighty hungry. They done treated my barn like a grocery store. I held them off for a while, but I should have known Wambus never quits. The next night I woke up to him throwing my snacks into a sack. I panicked, and I let the rest go free. Broke my heart, but it's better than them getting eaten. I left that night for the beach and started rebuilding my family. Maybe. Wiggles a lot, but she's got a good heart. If she really likes me, she'll learn to love Bugsnax the way I do. Lizbert? She'd bring me lots of new friends to take care of. Sometimes we'd work together training my little ones. Sometimes she'd ask for one and I'd have to say goodbye. I like to think they're all like Sprout, helping out like little sidekicks. But sometimes she didn't get enough on the hunt. And she always liked to bring something back for Eggabell. Can we talk about something else? Sometimes I wake up at night and I'm out of bed, lost in the woods. I think I see Lizbert out there watching me like a vengeful spirit. Can we talk about something else? I don't think I like interviews very much. Here, Lizbert dropped this in my barn back when. I never got around to giving it back. I don't know what it's for, but you can have it if you promise never to interview me again.
Oh, sure. Sounds like a real hoot. Oh, I go digging up bits of history and try to piece them back together. It's usually not so dramatic, just an old coin or a severed toe under a rock, but this island's chock full of finds. Oh, goodness, my name! I'm Triffany Lottablog. I heard about the trip to Snacktooth and thought, well, I could keep scraping at odds and ends till the day I die. Or I could really get out there. Try following in Grandma's footsteps. You might have heard of Bronica Lottablog, an adventuring type just like Lizbert. She filled up our old house with relics and sketches, taught me to love history. Bless her heart. Amazing, don't you think? We got paintings of Bugsnax from 1,000 years ago. Grumpus civilization rises, collapses, and turns to dust. But the Bugsnax, they always stay. They are walking records of history. It's less I left and more I stopped coming back. I wasn't even there when the fight broke out. Imagine me coming home to find Wambus all red in the face and at Gramble's throat. No, nothing so simple as that. I wanted him to come with me to the ruins, honest. But he wouldn't give up his farm, not even for me. Stubborn fool. Lovely gal, that Lizbert. Wasn't often we'd both be in town at the same time. And when we were, we'd usually be in the medical tent, getting treated by Eggabell. We'd swap stories about what we found and show off our grisliest scars. Adventuring is a dangerous business. Archaeology less so, but the Lottablog method can be unconventional. Bugged the heck out of Eggabell. She never liked to see anyone hurt. Least of all Liz. You know, out here, it's only a matter of time before you fall in a hole or get wedged in a crevice. Especially with all these earthquakes shifting the geography around. Not to be morbid, but it could be 1,000 years before somebody finds where Lizbert wound up. Oh, you're too kind. I'm just happy to chip in and solve a mystery or two. Speaking of mysteries... You betcha! Lizbert stashed a journal in the ruins for safekeeping. I can't get it open without damaging whatever's inside. I'm thinking you might have better luck with it. Anywho, I've nearly talked your ear off. Better get back to work, eh?
I'm no stranger to interviews, darling. Hit me with your best shot. You've certainly heard my #1 single, Do the Wiggle. You see, Wiggle Wigglebottom needs no introduction, darling. Well, I'm here to gorge myself on a new life experience, to get my creative juices flowing, as it were. Oh, well, no hit can stay on top forever. And I'm afraid the audience didn't care for Wiggle's World or Wiggle Baby One More Time, and I've been accused of being a one-hit wiggle. Every taste is like a star going supernova inside my mouth. Creative energy like I've never felt before. Bugsnax are worth whatever price I have to pay, darling. Bugsnax are forbidden fruits, darling. I believe something exists to keep us from them. She will come for me one day, but not before I dazzle the world once more. That's simple. I was following Gramble. He certainly knows his way around snacks. No! Goodness, no! I love Gramble. I would never. He's far too sweet, like a little strabby. No, I would never take advantage of him, no matter how easy it would be. Ah, Lisbert. She and Eggabell were big fans of mine. I met them backstage at my first farewell tour. They didn't have passes, mind you. Liz climbed in through the air ducts. But if somebody breaks the law out of love for my music, who am I to turn them away? Not nearly as often as I'd like. That night, when Liz went missing, I ran into the woods looking for her. But instead, I found something terrifying, towering over the trees. The Queen of Bugsnax. Her screech was deafening, and I ran for my life. Well, I can't be sure. All I saw was a menacing silhouette. But if Liz crossed paths with that thing, then I fear for her. Ah, I feel the warm glow of free publicity. I know my story about the Queen sounds far-fetched, but I swear on my platinum record it's true. If you don't believe me, go and see for yourself. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got music to make.
Ooh, gonna quiz me, dog? I'll crush your questions! Chandlo Funk Bun. I lift. Chandlo? It's a way of life, bro. Anything that needs to go up. Logs, buildings, balls, Snorpy, I'll get 'em there. If I want to push my limits, I gotta go somewhere extreme. I heard nobody comes back from this island. Sounds like a challenge to me. Hey, I'm always looking out for Snorpy. I know roughing it isn't his style, but There's no way I was coming here without him. I don't know what you mean, dog. We're like the sky and the sea. Been together since the dawn of time. Bugsnax are strong. Like a primal kind of strong. Like they own this place, and I gotta respect that. Bro, Snaxburg was a disaster without Lizbert. I couldn't stop all the fighting with lifting or wisdom. I gotta keep things chill for Snorpy. He's got a lot of that social anxiety. Lizbert is top dog, you feel me? She really inspires me to test my limits. But, that's about it. I'm really tighter with Eggabell. Eggabell's a sweetie. She was always looking out for me. Showed me how to stay safe while still pushing my limits. But she was always pushing herself way harder. Yeah, she asked me to train her. Surprised the grump out of me, 'cause she really wasn't built for that kind of stuff. We'd go running every morning and lifting after lunch. Though she would get real down on herself sometimes. But she never gave up, and I respect that. I wish I could tell you. Those two were strong together. I can't think of anything that could take them down. They gotta be okay out there. Somewhere. Bro, that's not... Just don't. Anyway, I recorded Eggabell's progress while we were working out. She shared some pretty private stuff, but maybe it'll help you bring her back to us. Don't let me down, bro.
Well met. Are you mad? I can't have my secrets plastered all over the front page news. I suppose I can reveal a tad bit, so long as my identity is protected. I was dragged here by my dearest friend Redacted. He thought I needed some fresh air or something. Much as I hate the outdoors, I simply can't say no to him. I mean, we've been together since kindergarten. It would make perfect sense if we were together. He's never said we are, has he? I surmise they are some sort of synthetic life form designed to beguile our taste buds. I'm so glad you asked. I believe there may be a factory located on this very island, hidden somewhere deep underground. I have charts. Let me show you my charts later. I was too exposed. Floofty tried to wrap me up in their experiments, now that Lizbert and Eggabell weren't around to occupy them. I could see that this was the next step in the Grumpinotti's plot against me. Lizbert disappears, we are hit with an earthquake, we suffer a snack shortage, all that in one day. Do you really think those are all coincidences? The timeline is on my charts. Elizabeth Megafig was a curious sort, and hadn't a foolish bone in her body. She could rival me in wits, and Redacted. Low and arm wrestling. We would share secrets now and again. Dreadful, terrible secrets. I'm not telling you the terrible secrets because they are terrible and secret. Excellent interrogation, chum. So great that you deserve another hugging experience. This must not go on the record. Elizabeth Megafig discovered something on the island and came to me for help. An entrance to the underground, locked behind a strange device. I assisted her in unraveling its secrets, and soon after, she vanished. You must take extreme caution. I can tell you where to find it, but the rest is up to you.
All right, I could use some practice. They'll be interviewing me every day when I'm a gazillionaire. business king, sales savant, future CEO of Starbugs, the one, the only, Cromdo Face! You ever smelled the future, kid? Huh? I can tell you, Lisbeth stank of opportunity. She came on TV talking big about this new superfood, and I wanted in. So I quit my dead-end job and followed that stench of possibility. I used to go door to door selling gruel to grandmas, paid on commission for Grump's sake. What do I think of? Delicious, irresistible, marketable. They're gonna catapult me straight to the top of Moneytown, baby. Yeah, I tried to make use of what Lisbeth didn't need anymore, and Beffica didn't like that. Yeah, she went and told everyone that I'm a thief. I was salvaging. That's a community service, pal. But Beffica planted evidence in my hut. Said I stole her diary. So I did what any honest grump would do. I ran. Oh, don't get me started. Everyone here thinks she's so great, such a fantastic leader. But I know the truth. She came here to stroke her ego and get Eggabell her fix. The rest of us were just disposable. That's Elizabeth Megafig. When push came to shove, she abandoned us. I gotta confess, I was thinking about sailing home after things got hairy. But when I went looking for our boat, it was gone. There's only 2 grumps missing. You do the math. I bet Liz and Egg are living large in New Grump City by now. Yeah, I get it, pal. I'm not the nicest grumpus around. I learned early on that life is like a box of trash. You always know what you're gonna get. Trash. Just go check out where the boat was. See what you think of Lisbeth after that.
I am not here to spew gossip for that obnoxious rag you call a newspaper. Very well. If you insist, I will educate you. I am Floofty Fizzlebean, the world's first gastroentomologist. In baby language, I study Bugsnax and their effect on grumpuses. To study Bugsnax, obviously. When Elizabeth Megafig was recruiting for her cult of personality, I observed something strange about her arm. She was keeping it hidden, but she displayed early stages of snackification. That piqued my interest. You are asking for opinions instead of facts. I'm not going to discuss my feelings with you, you emotional parasite. Every time I try to publish my groundbreaking research, you journalists instead churn out slander about my dangerous methods or my questionable behavior. Stop editorializing and focus on the science. I simply wanted to continue my work, Eggabell or no, but Shelda blamed me for the disappearances. I'm no stranger to witch hunts. I vacated before the pitchforks could come out. Don't be ridiculous. I've only eaten 1 grumpus. Would you prefer I keep my severed leg in the outhouse? The truth. Elizabeth was an arrogant coward, unlike Eggabell. Eggabell truly understood my research. She was hungry to participate in it. Our work together was fruitful, even pleasant, until somebody interfered. Shelda, that mummified fraud, stoked Elizabeth's fear of my work, weaponizing her relationship to Eggabell, scrambling her fragile emotions, and fabricating a binary choice between myself and Elizabeth. Ultimately, Eggabell chose sentiment over science. And I surmise that was the death of her. Yes. I have the password to Eggabell's personal storage box. It may be of interest to you. You've wasted enough of my time now. Leave.
When one asks questions, one may receive answers. One is called Shelda. One who is me acts as a vessel for the will of Mother Nature. So it is. One maintains balance and purity. A calling felt in the soul. Distant voices saying, they need you. Free tickets won in a raffle. A raffle is a metaphor. But yes. The toxin. The mother abhors them in all their alluring forms. One feels them crawling around us, beneath us, inside us. Mother Nature, the mother. She, the purest light, from whom all life flows. One cast out they, the scion of toxins. Yet, lessons unlearned, the cravings only grew. So it was one journeyed far to isolate oneself and live by example. So it was. One got very, very lost. She, the huntress, is gone from us, strayed from the mother's path, chasing the healer's tainted love. Thrice were they warned, so this once you shall be warned. A doom befalls those who consume the toxin. A doom of toxin unending. The ground shakes. The sky splits. Look not upon it. Move not an inch, or be swallowed by the Queen of Venoms. Or so I heard. Everyone is a fraud in a sense. Ever are more questions asked, seldom are more answers given. One must live content with the absence of knowing. Meditate on this. A vessel of the unknown. May answers be found in its mystery.
Ah! You shouldn't be here. It's not safe. You need to get off this mountain for the sake of your health and well-being. Trust me, I'm a doctor. You know me? Oh, you're the reporter. The one Liz was always talking about. I didn't think you'd really come out here. If another earthquake strikes, it'll cause an avalanche. If you're up here when that happens, you'll be buried in snow. And if you don't die from blunt force trauma, you'll asphyxiate. I can handle it. I've been up here for weeks on my own, doing fine. I'm surviving. No, not until I find Liz. We were exploring the mountain. There was an earthquake, and we got separated. Just go back home, okay? Be safe, and please, don't tell anybody I'm up here.
If this video guide was helpful, please smash that like button so that more achievement hunters like you guys can get the guides they deserve and get back on track to 100% completion. If there is any game suggestions that you want 100% completion guides of, please leave them down in the comments below and smash that subscribe button so that you can get notified when I release them. And I'll see all of you guys on your next achievement hunt.